Core scaling in anime can be crazy, and I normally don't want to get into it, but today I make an exception for that. Let's look at two random One Piece characters and see how they are going to fight it out. We're going to compare their destructive power, technique and weapon mastery, speed, intelligence, durability, endurance, and also luck, because luck can be a very deciding factor. So first, let's look what the two characters are for today. On the left side, we have God Usopp, Go the Usopp. One of the most loved characters in the entirety of One Piece, but I think he has become a bit unbearable after the time skip. I really preferred him in times like Alabasta or Water 7 and even in Enies Lobby, even though he wasn't there all that much because it was Sogeking, right? We all know that. And on the right side, we have Diamante, one of the highest officers of the Don Quixote pirate crew. So a very strong pirate. His bounty was only 99 million berries, but because Doflamingo was a warlord for such a long time, his crew members' bounties were also frozen for a long time after all. So if we take in inflation and all of these things, maybe Diamante's bounty would be more like in the 400 million or 500 million departments. So just from bounty alone, those two, I think they are pretty much equal. But is Usopp really as much of a danger to the world government as Diamante is? So he is the sniper of the Straw Hat Pirates, and they have recently become a Yonko crew. All of this infamy also obviously gives him an upgrade, but can he keep up with strong people on his own? He is not a devil fruit user. Diamante, however, is the user of the flag fruit. A devil fruit which to this day I think is not all that great. I mean, you can bring the ground to shake and all of that, and if you are a sniper, maybe it's going to give you an unstable ground and you cannot focus as much for the aiming process. But Usopp is such a great sniper that he should also be able to aim during an earthquake or other special scenarios like that. So let's go through the different departments, because the outcome of this battle might surprise you. And now that I said it, I think you might predict a few things here. First of all, destructive power. I am going to give this point to Usopp. We have seen much more things from Usopp. Just the pop greens, and also if he still has the things like the dials, he can use a lot of destructive power. Imagine he charges up one of the reject dials, or just look at the impact wolf that we have seen in the games and other parts of One Piece as well. Diamante, however, did not really show that much. Kiros is not weak like the person who defeated Diamante, but Diamante couldn't hold him off that well. He could make the world, like not even the world. Diamante only could make like the ground shake a bit, and also had like his wiggly sword, but for how much does it really amount? His destructive power is a bit lackluster. Then we come to technique and weapon mastery. Diamante seems to be a very strong fighter. After all, he is also the winner of the tournaments in Dressrosa with the Colosseum. He's been the winner of like the champion for entire like years, decades maybe. He's been there for a long time. And Usopp, well, did he actually win that many fights? I don't know, but his techniques with the slingshots are really great. But I actually want to give this point to Diamante, because Diamante has way more experience in everything. While Usopp might be winning in the talent department, Diamante currently has more experience in battles, and he knows how to use his swords. And just the advantage of being a close combat fighter against somebody who's a ranged combat fighter is going to give you an edge in the combat. So now we are at 1-1. Speed! Usopp is fast, but only when it comes to running away. And Diamante, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what speed feats Diamante really has, because we have not seen him dash around all that much, and the spaces where he was fighting were actually pretty small. So I have to give this point to Usopp as well. Usopp is a fast fighter, and I think even though he's not the fastest in the Straw Hat Pirates, he's still decently fast compared to other people. You can just not compare him to characters like Luffy, Zoro, or Sanji, or right now even Jinbei. He's in a different level. Now let's get to the fourth point. It's intelligence. And Diamante is he the strategist from the Don Quixote Pirates? No, I think it's Treble's role. It's Treble and Doflamingo himself doing all of the work. Diamante is more of a fighter and an entertainer after all, but Usopp himself is very smart. Not only is he the creator of something like the Climatect, but he also learned how to use all of these different plans from the time during the time skip. And Usopp himself is also smart with like all around stuff. He was the shipwright before they got Frankie. He's like knows how to use cannons, and he also knows how to use guns and slingshots. He has all of these different things in his brain, and being a good liar also makes it decently intelligent. So this point also goes to Usopp. Right now we are looking at a 3-1. Let's get to the next point, durability. Durability is one thing that always comes up when we discuss Usopp. He has incredible durability, and no, I'm actually going to take this back. Usopp doesn't have incredible durability. Whenever he gets hit, we see his bones shatter, and he gets hit hard. Like, his body is crazy, but the thing that pulls him through is his willpower. And his willpower is also important, but his durability is not that great. When big things hit him, he's going to really hurt. Meanwhile, Diamante can tank a lot more things. So I decided for this moment, Diamante gets the durability point. So now we are looking at a 3-2. And then we go to the next point. That's endurance. Endurance/willpower. And as I already said, Usopp's willpower is incredible. This man is not going to give up in the pre-time skip era because he wants to do everything for his friends in the pre-time skip era. And Usopp is going to take the endurance part. Not only is he not going to give up parts here, he's going to go strong and is going to pull through. Even if Diamante is going to cut like parts of his flesh out, it's going to hurt him intensely. If it's for his crew, he's probably going to pull through. So endurance is on Usopp's side. Now we are looking at a 4-2. And we only have the luck point left, so technically Usopp is already the winner. But luck? Do I even need to talk about that? Usopp is one of the luckiest characters in the entire One Piece story. You can even compare him to Buggy or King from One Punch Man, or Hercule, or Mr. Satan if you want to call him that, from One Piece. Wait, no, he's from Dragon Ball actually. But Usopp is one of the luckiest characters. Besides Buggy now being a Yonko, but Usopp is a god, and people might still think he's going to achieve even greater things. The world government might even think that he's the actual mastermind behind the Straw Hat Pirates or something, just because of all of the lies he tells and all of these other things. If Usopp is going to do great things in the story, we're going to see that. But for now, Usopp won this random One Piece showdown. In a 4-2, Usopp was the winner against Diamante, which is a great feat. I mean, Diamante is not a weak pirate, and Usopp, even though I'm giving him a lot of shit, I think he has grown a lot as well over the time. The problem is that we're only fighting against stronger and stronger opponents, and he can just not keep up with those people. If you put him against somebody like Queen, Jack, or King, this man is going to get one shot and will never have kids together with Kaya, because he also lied about that. Usopp is going to have many children together with Kaya. But I guess that's all from me for today. All that's left to be said is stay happy, stay healthy, and most importantly, stay cultured. Pyro, out. Bye!